you want. We don't need any more trouble around here.
It's okay. I'm with the Minutemen. I'm here to help.
You're with the Minutemen? I didn't really think you fellas still existed. We sent word with one of them passing traders. But honestly, most people don't put much stock in the Minutemen these days. After Quincy. Bad business, that.
We're rebuilding the Minutemen from the ground up. We're the good guys again.
Glad to hear it. No question that things have been worse since the Minutemen fell to pieces. There's a raider gang that's been giving us trouble for weeks. Stealing food and supplies, threatening to kill us all if we don't pony up. We know where they're coming from, but we can't go up against a gang like that.
I'll take care of them.
Thanks, friend. If you folks are for real this time, it'll be a welcome change for the better.
We had a deal, Trudy. Hand over the goods. You owe us.
I ain't giving you poison-shilling chem pushers anything. You know what that joke has done to my
Easy there,
boy?
Mr. Power Armor. This doesn't involve you.
You stop waving that gun in my face, or it's gonna involve me.
Okay, just take it easy. We'll lower our weapons, all right? Just don't do anything crazy.
Now hand over your money. All of it.
Just keep calm, all right? Here. That's everything I have.
Now get the hell out of here, both of you.
You gotta be kidding me.
Uh-huh.
Can't believe you made that scumbag turn tail and run. Here, this is for you. Now, you ever need...
Let's see what you have.
It's all worth every cap I'm charged.
Stop right there!
Another shot!
Put your hands up.
Light! You killed him! Keep your eyes open. I think this asshole's using a stealth.
Don't do anything stupid.
No sign of a man.
Going down. Lower level. Lower level. Going down. Main assembly line.
Don't do anything stupid.
Show your face! Come on! I dare you!
Gotta pull off these chains first.
I'll find you!
Hey,
You find those raiders?
yeah, I took care of them.
No kidding? That's
Sure.
so we've been taught. If we want things, so
You know that settlement you sent me to help? They've decided to join the Minutemen.
That's great news. I knew you were the right person for the job.
Uh-huh.
By the way, you should have one of these flare guns. You can use it to signal for help from any nearby. Not much use yet, but once we have more allied settlements, you'll have help whenever you need.
Right.
I don't think I ever told you.
Mm-hmm. I figured you'd tell me when you were ready.
Have you heard of the Quincy massacre?
You guys came from Quincy.
That's right. I was with Colonel Hollis's group. We were only a few.
Uh-huh.
We never found.
As long as you don't give up, the Minutemen will survive.
I'm not about to give up. That's.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that means a lot coming from you, Garvey.
I appreciate that.
Okay, I'll do it.
Good. Good. Welcome aboard. I feel like this is a whole new start for the Minutemen and the company. Don't worry.
Why are you calling me General?
The leader of the Minutemen has always held the rank of general. Our last leader was General Becker. After he died back in '82, nobody could agree on who should take his place. The one good thing about being the last Minuteman is there's no one to argue with me when I say you're the new general. Now it's your job to make it.
Uh-huh. Sure. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Right. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
The trouble is that once you clear it out, set up a radio beacon to let before you. I've heard of another settlement that's in trouble. I'll mark it on your map.
Authentication code word, image. Vault 8 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. Emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. Emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. Emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal will repeat.
Got it.
This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal will repeat. Broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal will repeat. Emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal will repeat. Emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. From Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat.
Let's do this!
I cleared out that spot you sent me
Don't let your
to
guard
and
down.
set up a radio beacon there.
That's great news. Once folks have some place to call their own, they'll be willing to help defend. As usual, here's where they are.
Right.
Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat.
Can we talk? I know what you're gonna ask me, Jim. I've seen it.
You have a sight. To be able to.
Can't talk to the dead.
You willing to do some work?
Emergency broadcast
I'd be glad to
signal
help.
from
Just
Vault
tell me
88.
Well, for starters, just make sure.
Uh-huh.
Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal will repeat. Emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal will repeat. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal will repeat. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal will repeat.